Love in the ocean, but if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and I'm knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dressing, gone flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night.
How is everybody doing this morning? You know, my grandson is still a little sick over here. I pushed back the hour because I didn't get off like 2 a.m. because I was working. And so I'm here because I promised a live and I'm going to be, and I did it. So I'm here this morning. But we had a great debate last night. Me, Chef, and Derek, we had a great conversation. And I appreciate people who shared the video out and people who came through and had the conversation. So these are conversations that I think we should have. Everybody, it's no bad blood. People have their different opinions, and it's okay to have your own opinion. It's okay to have your own opinion and tell you how you feel, and it's okay. And today is Tuesday, and I got my glasses on because my eyes is a little watery because it's cold in California. It's cold out here, but my grandson, he loves sick, he's a little under the weather, but it's just me and him this morning. So I'm just chilling with him. So I thought I'll come live and, good morning, Sandra. How you doing? I'll come live and talk and hey, Amir, how you doing this morning? I'll come live and talk about last night's conversation. Whatever you guys want to talk about is I'm open today. It's Happy Tuesday. I'm off for the next 2 days. Okay, I'm off for the next 2 days. So I'm off for the next 2 days, and so I'm happy to be off for the next 2 days because I needed that break because it's a lot. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're doing great. Yes, I'm off for the next 2 days, and it's a lot when you're taking care of kids at nighttime too, because I don't get off until like 2 a.m. So I have a problem sleeping at night. I feel like I'm back to graveyard, sleeping back to graveyard. But since my daughter had to do some errands, I had to leave my grandson with me because we didn't want to take him outside because it's too cold and he was already feeling under the weather. So we want to keep him inside. So I said, I'll watch him. I'll be up and watch him. So the life of a grandmother. Okay. And now I love my grandson. Don't get me wrong. I love him and he is sweet as pie. But sometimes, grandmother is getting old too. Okay. I mean, I need more rest. I need more sleep, And, I got 4 school-age children who has tutoring, who got to be at school at 7:30 in the morning because one of my children have tutoring in the morning. So your girl is a little tired. So the next couple of days, I'm off Thursday and Friday. They don't have no school. Next week, they don't have no school. So I told everybody we are sleeping in because I don't have nowhere to go. So that's a blessing because sometimes, get up in the morning when it's too cold, I'll be like, I can't get out of bed. And so the daddy, Derek, busy right now, okay? On vacation right now, the daddy is, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get you, Derek, okay? Okay, busy, okay, on vacation right now, okay? But, it's I love being a grandma. I do. It has changed my life. He brightens up my day. He's just a sweet and innocent baby boy and a beautiful baby. And he gives me so much pleasure and so much joy to see him smile in the morning, just to hear him cry, just I guess I don't know. It seemed like I miss a baby because when I went on vacation for like 4 days, now I love my kids, don't get me wrong, I love my kids, but I missed him. I missed the smell, I missed the camaraderie, I just missed him. And I missed him. I really missed him. And they tell me that he missed me too. But I would say most kids, when they're like babies, they need mommy first. Not that I'm not excluding daddies, but most of the kids, they attach to their mom first, because either she's breastfeeding, she has to feed them, dad has to go off to work, so they are attached to their mom. Now I remember my kids was attached to me until they was like about 2. But when they was like 3 and 4, they want to go out with their dad and hang out with their dad. But when they was like 1 and 2, they wanted to hang out with me. It took I had to go to a daycare class, and my mother-in-law watched my son. And I was breastfeeding him too. But my mother-in-law I was like, oh my God, he's gonna cry because he's not used to getting babysit by somebody. I don't care if it's family. And he cried for the first hour, she said. Okay. For the first hour, she said he cried. So all I'm saying is he was attached to me, and it was hard to leave him. So I'm not saying, I'm not excluding fathers, but I'm just saying most men that I know, they do hang out with the kids when they're much older. When they're little, then most time they hang out with the mom. So my grandson is a little attached to me. Okay, so what, Derek? He is, and I spend time with him. I'm at home with him. My daughter is working, so we spend a lot of time together. And it's okay because, I don't want nobody else watching him except me. And so, that is, I don't want nobody else watching my grandson. You don't trust everybody about your kids. Just as me. But my sis Andre is going to finish starting her day off. I hope it pop in and say hello to you. Okay. Thank you. But yes, everybody, you can't watch everybody kids, Derek, okay? Miss, what you say? Being hanging out with mine since she stepped out the room. Okay, what? Not most times. Okay, well, all I know is most of the time the men that I know in my family, they was working, and pretty much when the kids got older, that's when they want to spend more time with the children because they're able to do things with them, and they don't need bottles, diapers, all that kind of stuff. And it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes kids need kids need mom from 1 to 6. They need daddy from forever, from 6 to on, okay? But it takes both parents to nurture the child. So you need both. You need both in the house. Or co-parenting, if you want to call it. In this new system is nuclear family. You need co-parenting because that's what we're doing now. It's co-parenting. Now, sometimes people ain't the best of co-parenting, but we're doing the best we can. And it was a labor of love pushing the stroller. You would say that. I know you would say pushing the stroller. You would say that. Did I enjoy that? To be honest, I didn't. I love Veronica and Quentin when they was like 6 and 7. They was able to I don't know. We was able to do things. We went to the movies. We did a lot of things. When they was 4 and 5, I don't know. It's something about that stage I don't really care for. I like kids who can talk, who can walk, who can feed themselves. And all I gotta do is supervise. Okay. And so I like that ages. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my grandson, but feeding diapers, waking up at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning it wasn't my forte. And I think that's why I only had 2 kids, 2 biological children. Okay. It wasn't my forte. Now, did I want a big family? I sure did, but I don't know why. But I do got 4 kids. I do got 4 kids, but I never wanted a big family. But I have 4 kids. I have 2 girls and 2 boys, and that's all I wanted. But my other kids came in later in life, and then I feel like my adopted children, I feel like I'm the best mom for them because I'm seasonal now. I'm seasonal. The things that Veronica and Quentin did or used to do, they don't do no more. And I'm seasonable because I have more patience. Back then, and when I had them, I don't think I had as much patience as I do now. Because I was on the go working, trying to pay them bills, trying to be a mom, and trying to do sports activities, sleeping in the car because my son had football practice. So being a mom now, I feel like I'm better at it now. And Veronica and Quentin made me be trial and error and what's best. So being a mom now, at the age of 47, I am, and I have 2 elementary school kids. I have a 4th grader and a 3rd grader, and I got more patience now. I got more tolerance than I didn't have my first set of kids. And maybe because I'm settled in life, maybe because I got more patience because I am not stressed out over money, bills, cars, over things like that. No, I still got, hey, Sugarman Wildman, how you doing this morning? Now, I'm not saying I'm not rich, but I'm okay. And I'm gonna be okay. I'm doing good for myself. But at the time when I had my adult children, I was just starting off in life. I was getting divorced at 28. I got married at 22, and so it was just me and them kids. And so I don't think I had as much patience as I do with my adopted children. I got patience. I got time. I got things. And to tell you the truth, I had never liked amusement park. I can't stand Disneyland. I can't stand Great America. I can't stand none of the music parks. But I didn't like going to them places. I don't know, because I used to like them when I was younger. I used to like, I love going to Disneyland, get on the roller coaster and all that. But after I had kids, and after I had kids, and then I got on a roller coaster, and I don't know, something about being shooken up and all that. I didn't want to do that no more. I was like, and so I never wanted to go to the music parks again. But my second set of kids, I love going to the music parks with them. I love going camping. I love going things that I have patience for, that I didn't have patience. And thank God that their dad, my kid's dad, that he loved camping. He loved them in music parks. So he took the kids to all them places. But I did not have the patience for them in music parks. After I had children, I didn't like to be shooken up. And I didn't like to be too many people. I don't know, maybe because I was a new mom, too many people. I didn't want to be bothered. And so I was like, look, you can go with your dad. You can go with your dad. But you know, I just said, you know, now I enjoy it. and my kids was like, Mom, but you didn't take us, but you take the other kids. It's not like, I just feel like I wasn't as seasonal and patient as I am now. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful because being a mom a second time around, I find more joy. Now, don't get me wrong. Veronica and Quentin, my adult children, are my ride or die. They are my ride or die. They got my back always. But I just didn't find joy in, and maybe because I was going through things in my own personal life, depression, divorce, you know, being a single mom. And so maybe that's why I didn't have the patience like I should. We all have to understand it's deep to raising children. But when we lay down the understanding that you have to in life to mold, and you have to want to mold the life correctly, which means you have to sacrifice. I know what sacrifice is, Derek. Okay, it sure is. I know what sacrifice. Yes, I was working 2 or 3 jobs. I was working 2 or 3 jobs, pay for soccer, t-ball, football. That stuff ain't football is like $350 out here in California. So, and plus, okay, you gotta pay for $350, and you gotta buy a jersey, and you ain't gonna buy cleats for you gotta buy game cleats, practice cleats. I was working hella overtime to make sure I had that. So I'm just saying, it's hard out here. Hey Derek, how you doing this morning?
Yeah. Shout out and respect due to the ubiquitous Andrea Lynch, one of the hardest working females on YouTube. How you, young lady?
I'm doing good this morning.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I hear you all the time talk about the challenges of motherhood and single motherhood and stuff like that. And I often wonder how my mama was able to do it. Because we had the quote nuclear family up until my mom and dad got divorced when I was 10. And so from 10 on until I went to the Navy, from 10 to 8, we had we went from a black and white TV and a big backyard to a black and white TV with the hanger in it, no backyard, welfare, Reagan block cheese, standing in them long lines to get the welfare money and stuff like that. But some way she was able to pull it off. And I said, when I got children, I said, I would never, if I have anything to do with it, my child would never be like that. And I think it's this attitude of having to choose wisely. I never told you this, but I tell you on your channel now. That's where, like I always say, youth is wasted on the young. By right, I should have 6 children by 4 different women. But, and I do regret abortion. I think abortion is wrong, but I've had my first child. I would have had my first child at 19. But everyone that I dealt with, they kind of had my attitude back in the 1980s. Everybody wanted to have sex, but everybody was about their career. Well, everybody knows if you want a career and you have children, your career got to get put on hold. So everybody was like, no, I can't do that. See, I got to get my life started. So in my case, I got lucky. Everybody that I dealt with, they was these go-getter types, the office workers, the coffee drinkers and stuff like that. So they didn't want no kids. And neither did I. I'm just out the military myself. So I went all my 20s and all my 30s up until I was 37 before I had mine. And me personally, I'm saying that for this reason. I think if you're going to have children, you should have them after you turn 30, because you should have a very good understanding of who you are. You should be established in life. And that way you're able to instill good morals into your child. You hear a lot of people say, well, yeah, I don't have no problem with growing up with my children. Well, if you don't know nothing, how you going to teach them anything? You're an idiot too. So you can't really, if you 17 or 18 and have a child, what can you really teach a child? And because you're a child yourself. Now, a lot of people who may have experienced that, they may take issue with that point, but the point still remains. If you 17 and have a child at 17, what do you at 17 know to impart into a young child? You still coming of age yourself. So that's the reason why I say, to me, 30, 31, 32, that's a good age to have a child. I had mine when I was 37. So I was already on my own, then did everything, drank beer, been with a billion girls, been to the clinic, all that. So by the time my child come around, now that she's 17, I'm able to actually give her game and tell her the ways of the world, And the best I can do at this point, because she's 17, is tell her what I would look for in a potential mate, not necessarily to tell her that she needs to pick a particular person. I can only give her my take. And that's the thing I think a lot of times too, parents want to try to live their second life through their child. You're overbearing with them and stuff like that. No, it's their turn. Let them live their lives. Let them scrape their knee and make the mistakes that you made, because you'd have pushed back on your parents if you were trying to live and they trying to push you back. So
shoot, me and my mom and my dad went round and round about I want to be grown. Yes. But do I regret having Veronica and Quentin at a younger age? I had met Veronica at 23, Quentin at 24. I don't regret having them. I was trying to find myself and being a mom and all that. So I don't regret having them, because right now they help me a lot with my second set of kids. And They do. They like my ride or die. They really there for me. I don't regret it. It was a learning process. I just think I was in a state that I wasn't the happiest, and I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I was getting divorced, and so I didn't have any patience when it came to they want to go to a music park. I didn't have any patience to that. Now I'll take them to the movies. We'll watch a couple movies, and we'll go to the water park. But I didn't want to go to the music park, and I don't know. I just didn't have the patience for that, and now I do have patience. But the thing is, even though I didn't have the patience for that, I was still working overtime, double shifts to pay for their sports activities. So, I was sacrificing, being at the football field while he's practicing, sleeping in the car because I got graveyard shift. So I don't regret it. It made me the woman I am today. Do I regret having my children young? No, I don't, because they have taught me who I am. I have gave them so much love and so much unconditional love they give me. So it's a joy to see them when I see my son in the morning when he gets off of work. He's working in the night. I said, "Hey son, how you doing?" It's a pleasure. I mean, it's good. We have a good relationship. I didn't have a good relationship with my mom because she was trying to control. She was trying to make my life almost like hers. So I love my mom, God rest her soul, but I'm a little rebellious. I'm a little hard-headed, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. I like the things to do the way I wanted to, and she was trying to make me do the way she thought that was best for me. And so I just say is, sometimes you gotta let the kids fly and do their own thing. And I tell my dad right now, he's trying to control, and I said, you can't control adult children. What you can do is guide, you can give your opinion, but you can't control us. And so that they are finding it difficult. They're trying to still trying to have control, even though we in our 40s and we got grown kids. And so
well, I know for myself, I tell my daughter all the time, and she has an older brother, from Shirley had a child with someone else before she met me, and I tell them both the same thing. Like, look, man, his age, he's in his mid-30s, and she's about to be 18 next week. And I say, look, man, I would give you all the game I got. Now you go ahead on you live your life, but remember, Derek told you. Mm-hmm. So you do what you do. Now we're gonna be here to pick up the pieces, but don't think I'm not gonna remind you that I told you. So you can't never come back and say, well, look, nobody told me anything. Mm-hmm. Because what it is, a lot of times young people feel that they can mold the world to them. No. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work within the constraints of the world. The world is bigger than you. The world will continue after you. Yeah. So you try to do the best you can within that framework. But if you want to go against the grain and you feel you can do better, you think you can reinvent the wheel, have at it. But remember, Derek gonna tell you that he told you so. I'm not gonna rub it in your face and just keep on going on and on. I'm just gonna simply say, what did I tell you 2 years ago? And you failed to listen. Well, now you know better. The world gonna teach your ass. And that's exactly what I tell her. I said, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. I tell her brother's mid-30s. I said, you go right ahead. But remember, Derek told you so. And that's how you have to approach the children, because a lot of times when you're trying to impose your will on them, they push back. Most parents want their children to come and tell them stuff, but if you're trying to impose your will on them, they're not gonna come tell you nothing. So you actually running them away.
Yeah. And that's why I told my mom. I said, look, I'm grown. I got my own job. I got my own this. You made me more independent than anything, but then you're mad because I want to do my own thing. I'm like, you ain't taking care of me. I'm taking care of myself. I went to school. I did everything you asked me to do. And I'm like,
it's your turn now. You had your run. I had to tell my mama that. I had to tell it happened to me. We driving in the car. Now I was traveling from Philadelphia to Greenville, Mississippi. That's almost a 1,200-mile trek. And I was doing it by myself. No GPS, no AAA, no cell phones. I was doing it all the time. Never had one issue. I get home, my mama trying to tell me how to drive. And I turned around and looked at her while we was going to dinner. I said, Connie, how do you think I got from Philadelphia to Greenville? You think I just winged it? I said, I know what I'm doing. Please step aside and let me drive. I got it. And from that point forward, she said, I guess you told me. I said, no, Connie, I'm not trying to tell you nothing. I'm just simply saying I'm an adult now. I got it. So just sit back. I say either sit back or you can come get behind the wheel. She really got quiet then.
I have a question for you. Because
Yeah.
I heard you call your mama Connie. I have an older sister, and she called my mom by her first name. Is it a sign to? I always felt like it was a sign of disrespect. Why do you call your mom by her first name?
Easy, because when we was coming up, they never said nothing. In fact, I called my grandmama Alice Johnson, May Alice Johnson of Foot, Mississippi. I called her mama because Connie called her mom.
Okay.
And my grandmama would call her Connie. And so me and Brian just picked up what our grandmama did. And I called my daddy Jimmy. They never said nothing. Now we knew the difference. If we went out to a public event, if we went out in public or somebody came over to the house, we would always need to say mom and dad. But inside the house, we said it never was nothing. But when I would tell my friends that, they would say same thing you said, it was disrespect. Now, Maris will be 18 on the 20th. If she decides she wanted to start calling me Derek, I wouldn't say nothing because I fucked and had her, and she know I'm her dad. You see, so I don't have no problem with that. But in the Black community, we put a big premium on quote respect, and we pick and choose. Black folks pick and choose what respect is. What was respectful today is disrespectful tomorrow. But most people will say, well, you're supposed to call your parents mom and dad. And I would agree with that. But if the parents don't have no issue, I don't think it's nobody else's business. But like I said, that's the dynamic we had coming up. So yeah, I call Connie all the time. But if Miss Scott across the street came over and she says, your mama here, I would go say, hold on, let me go see my mama, see what my mama doing. I wouldn't say, hold on, let me go get Connie. We knew that. We just knew. Hey,
pretty chocolate girl. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty chocolate girl.
My sister calls my mom by her first name, but my mom had my sister at 17, but my grandmother had my sister until she was 4 years old. So she always called my mom by her first name and called my grandmother grandmother. And so, I was just asking, since I don't hear a lot of people call their mama by her first name. So when I hear you call
the South thing. You hear that most in the South, but that's because a lot of us were raised predominantly by grandmothers. And, again, once my mama left my daddy, we stayed with our grandma. And so that's what my mama Connie, what she would say, mama, stuff like that. And that's just, we called our grandma. We knew, but see, same thing. If we was with our grandmother, we knew to call her grandmama, not mama. We knew the difference. So that, but like I had put in your chat, parenting is a labor of love. And I think that I don't look at myself as being different. I just look at myself as being responsible. So like, I kind of push back on the dudes that don't want to push the stroller or don't want to change a female girl's diaper. Your job is to raise your children.
How you doing?
Your job is to raise your children and nurture your children. Damn all that because they're female. I don't give a fuck. Shirley would tell you. Shirley mama, Damaris mama would tell you. I was the one that went to go get her first feminine pass. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm here to raise my daughter. And as long as I draw breath, pretty chocolate girl, William said, as long as I draw breath, as long as a man draw breath, you're supposed to take care of your kids. Damn all that gender stuff. But you got a lot of dudes that are chauvinists in that way. And I think it's stupid because you're missing all the real good years of your child life. Then you wake up one morning, they 17, 18, they don't want to fool with you no more. Or you think you can buy love. Okay, well, I bought a Power Wheel or got a new dress or some old dumbass shit like that. No, you're supposed to spend time because that stuff you never get back. Yeah. So I'm gonna go on and drop that.
I remember spending time with my dad because he had to work. And so where my dad is going to be at work. So we had to go to work with him. And so he was very anal about the carpet that we had to vacuum. So he would be picking. I felt like sometimes he was picking on me, but he made me the best vacuum cleaner in his house, but he liked the line straight. He liked him like how he wanted him. But I remember the best times is spending time with my dad, watching wrestling, watching the Cowboy pictures, taking his shoes off when he'd get home from work. That was the best time spending with my dad. And that's how I learned Ric Flair and the Macho Man Randy Savage, because my daddy watched all the wrestling things.
That's tradition right there, and every man is different. But once again, I think men should take the lead, because like when I hear women talk about what they're doing for their children, I say, well, shit, I do that too. As long as if a man worth his salt, he gonna get in there and get his hands dirty too. So that's my interpretation of parenthood is. But I know it's a lot of sexist dudes out there, a lot of chauvinist dudes, and they just don't feel like that, and that's them. And they wonder why they have difficulties with their children on the back end, because you really know the kids. So, as again, thank you for having me on your platform last night. We'll come up with a topic, and thank you for having me on your platform right now.
It's at 70 views right now. So we did something last night, and I picked up 2 subscribers. Okay.
Good. Okay. Well, all right. When you take good care of yourself, I'm gonna go and drop down. But I'll be in the chat though. All right.
Okay. You have a good day, Derek.
All right. Salute.
Yeah, parenting is hard. I'll tell you, the hardest being a parent is trying to guide and guide and help adult children when they think they're grown. I have a saying myself. I need to put it on the t-shirt. Being grown and acting grown is 2 different things. Okay. And so it's a little hard trying to guide and help adult children when they think they're grown. Okay. And then when they think they know so much, okay, and they think, I was like, I've been on this world longer than you have, okay, I've been growing than you, but it's hard, and now I'm understanding how my mother was when I was adult, and then she was trying to tell me what I should do, what I should not do. I didn't want to listen to her either, so I'm like, oh Jesus, I wish my mom was here. God rest her soul. I wish she was here. Oh, thank you for sharing it out. I appreciate it. I wish she was here. I wish she was here to help me and guide me. And I know I caused her some pain and heartache. I wish she was here to help me, because sometimes my adult children is a little hard head. They do things that I don't like, and I'm trying to tell them. Even when it comes to my grandson, he had a little virus. I'm telling my daughter, look, you need to take him to the hospital. And I'm telling her, she a new mom, and I'm like, he's 3 months old. She want to take him around to everybody named mama. I was like, look, when I had you, I stayed home for 4 months. Okay, I didn't want people touching you. You a newborn. You don't know what's out here. But this new generation children, they don't listen. I was like, see, he out in the air. You don't want to take him out there, but she don't listen. She hard headed. But I have to realize and know that I'm the grandmother, so I have to stay in my lane, and that's what I do now. Because I was like, that is your child. At the end of the day, she's gonna make every decision, her and the father, about her child. And I have to remember, I can guide, I can give her my advice, but at the end of the day, it comes down to her, because she is the parent. I'm not the parent. I'm the grandmother, and that's the role I'm loving playing, is the grandmother. Okay. And so, so it is difficult. It's difficult. I said, you keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. And so I miss my mama every day. God rest her soul. She going to heaven. I miss my mama. It's days like, especially the holidays. Oh my God, I miss her banana pudding. I miss her coconut pies. I miss her cherry delight. And you can't make cherry delight like my mama can. Okay, and I really hate the holidays. I really miss my mom so much, because her not being here. We don't get together for the holidays. It's sometimes I'll be dreading. I'll be like, I'm coming. And I'll be like, I call my sister and say, I'm running a fever. I'm sick. I'll be lying. I'm sick. I can't come over there. And it's just because it don't feel the same without my mom. And so I just don't want to go over there. And so I know it's wrong, but I just don't really want to go there without my mom. Hold on 1 minute. I see my grandbaby having a miss you. Hold on 1 minute. So say hello. This is great grandson Joaquin. Man, like, but this is my grandson Joaquin. I'm babysitting today. But yes. So it is difficult being a parent. It's difficult. Last night I was down because because of that. And I feel like these holidays are coming up, and so I really next year I think I'm gonna decide to take my kids on a cruise for the holidays. Okay, I think we ain't gonna be here. I think we're not just gonna be here. We're not. Oh, thank you. We're not gonna be here. But I just don't. Yeah. I just don't enjoy the holidays like I used to with my mom, because I miss her desserts. I miss going over there, and even when she had her leg amputated, I would still go over there and hang out with her, and she would make the food, and she'll be in her wheelchair. She'll be in her wheelchair. So, it's you never think that your mom was gonna get old. Yeah, I knew my mom was gonna get old, but I thought she was gonna live until she was like 80 or 90. And her being gone like 4 years now, it still affects me in ways, and it affects me in ways, not especially when it comes to the holidays. It affects me more. And so I don't know. I'm just regretting the holidays. I personally can I get rid of November and December? Come January, it's my birthday, so I celebrate all month long. We got a cake, we got this. So I do it for the kids. So and now it's my grandson, and we got a Christmas tree, got Christmas stuff. So I'm doing it the holidays for them. I'm doing it for them. But I'm pushing through. But I really miss my mom. I really do. And, it ain't the same. It's not the same without her. It's not the same. My mom left at 56. That's the last day after her birthday. I was in her arms. Oh, my mom left when she was 72. Yes. 72. Okay, got it. 72. So yeah. So Joaquin. Yeah, Joaquin is his name. So is Joaquin. Joaquin is the man around here. Joaquin is the man, and we got so much love for him. But it's people who have parents and they miss their parents. I was close to my mom. I was close to her, so it's hard during the holidays and Christmas and stuff like that. You lost your mom at 54. Oh, 54. Oh my goodness, Jesus! My mom was 72. I thought it was 50, 54. Wow. I don't know. I would have been lost if I lost my mom at 54. Shoot. Yes. So losing a parent is hard. I started to regret the arguments we had, the fights we had, the wasted time, the things that I was mad with her about when I was trying to be grown. I learned it with my dad. I don't do no more wasted time. Even though me and my dad don't get along and we don't see eye to eye because of two different generations. I do not do no more wasted time. I tell him I love him. I tell him we had a birthday party for him. I miss him. I take my grandson over there to see him. I don't do no more wasted time because he's my only parent, my only living parent. And so I learned after my mother passed away, do not do no more wasted time with people that you love. If you love them, call them, let them know that you miss them, talk to them. You're so sweet. Hit my panel when you can. Okay, I sure will. Thank you, Chocolate Girl. Thank you so much. But yeah, losing a parent, I do not do no more wasted time with my dad. I try to, even if he make me mad, I still try to get along. I'm like, okay, Daddy, I can go to my own house. So even if I'm mad with him, I still try to get along. I still try to do things with him because I don't want to do no more wasted time. It was so much wasted time and so much things that I wanted to say to my mom, but I didn't get to say because, one day I got a phone call and told me she passed away. And so I got a little regret in that. So when you're extreme sweet, hit my panel when you can. I sure will. Pop Chocolate Girl. Thank you for so much. But I say no more wasted time. Even with my grandson, I don't do no waste of time with him. I love on him, and we do things. And being a grandmother has changed me in so many ways. I really didn't want to be a grandmother. I was like, I'm too young to be a grandmother. But I love my grandson. He gave me hope. He gave me joy. He gave me legacy. And just having him smiling at me in the morning when I see him, it's so much fun. And so, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a beautiful Tuesday, and don't do no more waste of time with people. If you love them, tell them you love them, because people are leaving us left and right. We don't know when it's our last time, our last day. So please tell people that you love them, you care about them, and people that you. I always say sometimes we meet people along the way on our journey, and I have met Derek. I have met Derek about 2 years now. It's been 2 years. I know Derek C. Williams, and we might go round and round. We might disagree about things, but this brother is a good brother. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He got some great content. Okay, he has great content, and y'all have a blessed day. Take a little time to enjoy yourself too, because sometimes we do so much as caretakers, we're not taking time for ourselves too. So I'm gonna go. Joaquin's gonna say bye, Joaquin. Bye. So we're gonna go, and we're gonna spend the rest of our day chilling at the house together. But y'all have a good day, and I'll be back soon. I got time. I got time this week. When kids are out of school on Thursday and Friday, I might come back. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Love in the ocean, but if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night. Do we heal? Do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb the way you dress and gone. Flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage. You got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weathered. We fight, retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night.
And shout out to Nicole Reloaded. That's who done that video. Y'all have a good day, okay? Bye-bye.